this one definitely had to get a triple P. I know it's been a while. Well, actually, it's not been that long since I've done one, but for some people, it feels like it's been forever. And I know y'all have been yearning for one, so here it is. So I was sent this story on Twitter about this couple in Kentucky who tested positive for the virus, showed no signs, and decided that they were not going to sign any papers. So the state of Kentucky decided, okay, well, since you want to be insubordinate, we'll put you on your own personal lockdown. They literally put this couple under house arrest, basically for trying to go outside of the mandates that were put into place because they tested positive. So now they are confined to their home for probably 2 weeks with an ankle monitor around their leg. Now, the story that I'm gonna read, it really only talks more so about her and not so much about him, because her name is the only one that's mentioned in the article and his is not, but they're in this together. And the worst thing about this whole thing is they both have an infant child. When I was looking at the pictures of the child couldn't have been 1 year old. So the article reads, a Kentucky couple is under house arrest after one of them tested positive for the virus and refused to sign self-quarantine papers. On Saturday, Elizabeth Linscott of Hardin County got tested for the virus because she was planning to go visit her parents in Michigan. My grandparents wanted to see me too, Elizabeth Linscott said, so just to make sure if I tested negative, that would be okay and that everything would be fine. After testing positive but without showing any symptoms, Elizabeth says the health department contacted her requesting she sign documents she chose not to sign. Pretty much it was, I agreed to comply to call the health department if I was to go. I was to call the health department if I was to leave my house for any reason. I had gotten a message from them, a text message that stated because of your refusal to sign, this is going to be escalated and law enforcement will now be involved. On Thursday, the Hardin County Sheriff's Department greeted Elizabeth's husband, Isaiah. Okay, so they do mention his name. Okay. At their front door. I opened up the door and there's like 8 different people, 5 different cars, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? This guy's in a suit with a mask. It's the health department guy, and they have 3 papers for us. For me, for her, and my daughter, Isaiah Linscott said. The couple was ordered to wear ankle monitors and to notify law enforcement more than 200 feet. We didn't rob a store, we didn't steal something, we didn't hit and run, we didn't do anything wrong, Elizabeth Linscott said. Actually, you did. And that's exactly what the director of the public health department told the judge. He said that I was refusing to self-quarantine because of this, and I'm like, that's not the case at all. I never said that, she continued. Even without the ankle monitor, the Kentucky woman plans to be cautious. That's her own dumbass mistake. That's more so her fault than anything. She knew she had to sign them papers, but she chose not to because she wasn't feeling anything. It doesn't matter. You tested positive. Hello? And then on top of that, you have an infant child in your household that now they're going to have to test the child if they haven't tested the child already. But that's, like I said, like I told you, the arrogance and ignorance of America is on full display right now because of this virus. From a vast majority of a certain group. I just did a video a couple days ago where this woman went into a Verizon Wireless and got mad because they wanted her to wear a mask. And what did she do in response? Piss right there on the floor like the girl in The Exorcist, because she didn't get her way. But hey, I feel absolutely nothing. Now you're just gonna have to stay there under quarantine and now have to wear an ankle monitor at the same time. It's like, oh, so you don't want to sign them? Fine, this is what we'll do and we'll take it to the next step. She's lucky that all she has to do is wear an ankle monitor, because they could have tried to lock her up, but I don't think they would have took it to that extreme, considering that she's positive and they don't want her to spread it to anybody else. But hey, it is what it is.